I got into this by complete accident. I was invited to a Halloween paranormal type tour. And on the tour, I actually witnessed an apparition. I saw this with my own eyes. And my thing was when I left there that night, I thought I was crazy. There's no way I saw this.
Wait, an
When I left-
apparition is when
A
an up.
ghost,
Okay,
a ghost. Yeah.
okay.
It's just a technical term for ghost. Yeah, an apparition. So a ghost. I saw a ghost. It was a Civil War fort here in Delaware where I live. And when I saw it, I was like shocked. Like I thought it was a reenactor or somebody, but it wasn't. Because what I really noticed about 4 or 5 seconds into me seeing this was it had no lower half. It was just maybe from the mid torso up. And it was standing there. And it kind of was there maybe 10, 12 seconds and kind of sucked into a ball and disappeared. And I knew there when I left that night, I had to figure out what I saw. So I went down a rabbit hole and I started researching. And when I got into this was like 2005. So you didn't have like the social media where you can go on and just find everything. So I'm in bookstores buying books, doing this. I started doing investigating on my own, trying to recreate what I saw. And it took me to where I'm at, 20 some years later, 21 years later, where I started a podcast company. I was doing that for many years. It was all paranormal stuff, paranormal cryptids, UFOs, you name it. We did it all. We had tarot card readers. We had everything on there. And I loved it. And then that's where the producers at Ghost Hunters saw me on there. And that's where they contacted me and reached out to me to be the co-lead investigator for the show. And when I went on, and and it just led me to being an author where I wrote my book, The Horrors of the House of Wills. That came out about 3 years ago. And I've been working on a lot of projects since then. I run a place in Pennsylvania called My Haunted Manor where we film at full time. We've been filming there for 2 years now straight, 2.5 years. And we have 16 cameras set up in the building that run 24 hours a day. So it captures everything that's going on in the building when we're not there or even when we are there. So we capture all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, that's where I'm at today. It's led me down this rabbit hole where I do this as a living. Yes.
You know, how old were you when you first saw that ghost for the first time, and how did that make you feel?
I was 33 that was the first time. I was 33 years old. Yeah.
That's
21 years ago.
okay, because that must have been a bit world shattering, no? Like, how did that make you
Yeah,
feel?
I've had paranormal experiences before that, but I've never seen things I could dismiss, like apparently I grew up in a haunted house, but I don't remember because I was so young when we moved out of there. I just remember the stories my parents would tell me. I was like 6 years old when we moved out, and I had some experiences over the years, but they're very easy to dismiss. But this I could not dismiss. This is a man standing in front of me I could see through, and it was only from his halfway through his torso up that I could see him. And oh, it was shocking. It was shocking. Like I said, I didn't tell anybody. There were 6 people in the group I was standing in. I'm the only one looking in that direction. And when I saw this, like in the moment, I just kind of froze and I was just staring at him. And it was kind of ground, breaking because it's one of those things you never think you're going to see. And I've had those experiences since then. Yeah, I've been some really crazy places where have been able to witness some, things, really similar to that or even, crazier than that.